Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing absolutely fine. Today we are going to talk about different types of inverters and their selection criteria. So before starting with today's video, I would like to tell you that if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So today we are going to talk about microinverters, string inverters, center inverters and DC optimizer and inverter combination. So starting with microinverter. So microinverter is a small capacity inverter which is available in the market ranging from 250 watt to 460 watt. So Enphase is one of the leading manufacturer of microinverters. So what are the advantages and applications of microinverter? First of all, the microinverter looks something like this. Okay, microinverter is used for small capacity residential projects. So what are the important factors for selecting microinverter? The first is the advantage with microinverter is you can expand the system in future. Okay, if you want to expand your solar panels, you can connect panels and you can use the microinverters. So this is how you expand the system. So it is very easy for expanding the existing system. This is one point. And second is you get module level monitoring. So with the help of that monitoring system, you can observe and monitor the module level performance. Next and important is maximum power from the panel. You can say optimized power is converted into AC. So suppose you have various tilts or various orientation, still this kind of microinverter will give you maximum output. Whereas in string inverter, if you see, suppose 20 panels are connected in series. Some part of one panel is covered by shadow, then the whole performance of the string reduces. So this is what we do not want. So this is where this microinverter can be very useful. So this application, like I said, for small capacity residential projects. For large projects, it is not feasible as of now because it is very much expensive. So if you have shadow free area totally, there is no shadow casting on your panels and you have shadow free area for almost residential projects 5 kilowatt to almost 120 kilowatt, whatever it is, you should use string inverter. But suppose you have multiple tilts or you have shadow casting on your panels, then you should go for half cut cell panel with microinverters or half cut cell with string inverters, depending upon how much shadow it is causing. And guys, in the end, always compare the cost with microinverter and string inverter. But just for you, I give you some simple idea that this is mostly used in small residential projects. Then now we'll talk about string inverter. String inverter looks something like this. The benefit of string inverter is you can connect many modules in series and the string voltage is large. So the overall voltage drop is less and power loss is also less as the voltage is high. So previously this string inverter was chosen only for projects up to 1 megawatt, like from 5 kilowatt to 1 megawatt, because after 1 megawatt the center inverter was very costly. Okay, so it has an economical advantage over the string inverter. That is why for the projects up to 1 megawatt, string inverters were used. Okay, but now from last 1.5 years, the market has really changed and the manufacturers of the string inverter are providing very competitive price as compared to the center inverter. So now center inverters are not preferred for small capacity land mounted projects. So string inverters are only used. First we'll talk about 5 kilowatt to almost 100 to 100 kilowatt project size. Suppose you have like shadow free area totally, then you should directly go for string inverter. Suppose you have multiple tilts or multiple variations, then you can go for DC optimization and inverter combination. So this is one. And suppose you have a project above 100 kilowatt to almost 2.5 to 3 megawatt, then you should go for string inverter. Why I'm saying that? Because the center inverter size is from 500 kilowatt to almost 2.5 to 3 megawatt. So when there is a fault in such inverter, then most portion of the solar power plant will turn off. And suppose the fault is not easy to solve, then you need to call the specialized team to resolve it, and that can take many days, and for that particular time period the solar power generation will be lost, and this is loss of revenue as well. So this is what you don't want. So usually for plants up to 2 megawatt 3 megawatt, go for string inverters only, because now specially designed string inverters are available for such kind of project. Now you have Huawei 250 kilowatt as well as 160 kilowatt for such projects. But I would also like to tell you that in some cases there will be a situation that you need to inject the power into the HT side. Okay, so you're not injecting the solar power at LT side. So in that particular case, you will choose 160 watt or 250 kilowatt string inverter, or you can also use the central inverter. But then you will require the transformer and other accessories. So in this particular situation, you need to do the cost analysis for both the systems, one with string inverter and one with the center inverter. And guys, now about the DC optimizer, I would like to tell you that for industrial projects like from ranging from 50 kilowatt to almost 200 kilowatt or 300 kilowatt, you can go for DC optimizer only when there are multiple tilts or multiple orientations. Okay, because this is when you can extract a lot of power from the panels. And also if there is some shadow area like casting in the morning time or evening time, you can use this solution with half cut cell panel. Okay, apart from this, I do not recommend to go for a DC optimizer because it is costly. In a particular project, we are trying to reduce the LCOE, that is the levelized cost of energy generation. Like we want to reduce it, so that is why we always go for a cost effective solution. Okay, but then talking about large capacity projects from 3 megawatt to almost like 300 megawatt, okay, or almost in gigawatt. So in this particular scenario, again you have to compare between the center inverters and the string inverters. So whichever is very much cost effective for you, you should go for that particular inverter. Okay guys, I will also mention a table in which I will tell you the selection criteria in short. So that will be at the end of this video. And okay guys, that was it from my side. I hope now it is clear for you that in which particular application which inverter is to be used. Still, if you have any kind of doubt, you can write it down in the comments. I mentioned in my last video that I am going to make a video on single line diagram of a 1 megawatt solar power plant. Will be my next video on this particular channel. Okay, so subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Thank you.